My name is Gareth. I am the merchandise analyst, so I look after our merchandise systems for a company called the JDGroup. We are a consumer retailer in South Africa, and we specialize in durable good products like furniture, and we also specialize in electrical appliances and consumer electronics. I think the biggest pain points that we were experiencing were getting all of the information about our products in one centralized place. We found that with the e-commerce platform, we had done a lot of work and invested a lot of energy into the platform. So we had done a significant amount of work and invested a lot of energy and effort in our e-commerce platform, which is where the most rich amount of data was required. And we found that all of this information was being done in one channel, and none of that information was available in any of our other channels. And being an omni-channel retailer, we have plus minus 1,000 stores across the country. That information is useful in multiple other channels. We also have invested in other technologies in our in-store experience to provide better product data to our customers in store. And with having this data segmented across all of these channels, it was just a nightmare for the marketing teams to centralize that data and to manage that data in a central place. We also found that the integration of our products, being able to move the product information from one channel to another, from one system to another, was very tricky. We were doing uploads, and the Excel nightmare that everybody always talks about is something that we definitely experienced in our company. I think the biggest differentiator with the Akinio PIM was just the ease of being able to customize the PIM. We had some specific requirements when we embarked on the project, and being an open source solution, as well as our Magento platform, which is also open source, we found it to be a good fit. And we also found that when we mapped out our business requirements, Akinio was the closest match just from an out-of-the-box functionality perspective as well. So it's almost a contradiction, but the out-of-the-box functionality was best suited to our requirements, as well as the elements that we needed to customize were easily done in Akinio. I think one of the things that we specifically did when we embarked on the project was to engage with a wide variety of stakeholders. I'm privileged to not just work on the IT side. I've spent some time working in IT, and I've spent time working in business. So it was important to understand from an IT perspective what the challenges could be with the integrations in our technology stack, but also to understand the business needs, to understand what attributes about a product were important, about what the business wanted to use to sell to its customers and to create a great experience for its customers. So we engaged with a wide variety in our workshops that we had with Vimo, our implementation partner. We involved a wide variety of stakeholders, and we had them involved from the get-go. So they had, not only did they have an understanding of what we were trying to do, but they also had input in what they would want the solution to look like at the end of the day. At the moment, we manage close to between 25,000 and 30,000 products. I'm not sure what the final number is at this point in time, but it's close to, I would say, 25,000. And we list a lot of products, on an ongoing basis. So we do have a large catalog. They're made up of simple products as well as product models. We operate two channels. We consider our ERP as a channel for us. Our product is actually originated in the PIM, which then sends the information to our ERP system as a channel on its own, which has its own enrichment and completion requirements. And then that product article code is then brought back into the PIM, and then we see our e-commerce channel as the second channel at this point in time. So we have 4 teams that are involved in the process at this point in time. The first team would be the admin team that would retrieve the information from the supplier, capture the information into the PIM and provide as much data as what they can in the process. The next team is a data quality team, which would review the information based on the ERP requirements and just make sure that there will be no problem in the integration to our ERP, because there are specific requirements and they are the experts in order to make sure that that data goes through successfully. The third team is an approval team segmented across our various divisions. But we have a merchandise executive in each division, and then we have the group merchandise executive who review the product and approve the product before it is created. And then once it's created and the product is in our ERP and passed back to the PIM, we then have an enrichment team who will go after any information that has not been provided by the admin team up front and make sure that that product is ready for export to the e-com channel. We have a number of customizations and integrations. I think if I had to list them, we'd be here for quite a while. Just to name a few, from an integration perspective, we have obviously got integration into our ERP. We have integration into our e-commerce platform, which we are in the process just of testing, and which will then be implemented shortly. We have an integration into our print partner, and that sends information to a third-party print solution, which basically prepares our physical printed catalogs for distribution. And then we are also working on an integration with our point of sale system, where it will send product images as well as associations to our point of sale system. So those are the integrations. A lot of the customization, the bulk of it has gone towards our ERP channel to make sure that we're able to integrate nicely with that channel and make sure that all of the data that is required gets sent back and forth. And then we've done a few cool customizations around categorization of products. We concatenated the SAP article number attribute and the product description attribute into a label field, so to help our users to search more effectively in the product grid. Just a few of the customizations. I think the primary objective that we've been enabled to achieve is just that 360 view of the product. The fact that all the data is in one place, that multiple teams have access to the data, has been extremely valuable in the process. We've reduced our time to market from about 6 days from the initiation of a product until it gets published on the website. And provided all of the stakeholders are available in the approval processes, this can take roughly 6 hours now. So it has significantly improved our time to market. We have been getting extremely positive feedback from our users. They are exceptionally happy with the system. They find it easy to use. Motivation levels are up because they can see exactly where the product is at every stage of its creation and where it is in the enrichment process. And the fact that everybody has sight of the information and is able to see what is going on helps tremendously in the process. They've also got very refined roles, and the amount of work that they need to do is upfront and center, so it is easy for them to access what they need to access without wasting time searching through a lot of products. So our plans to further enhance and increase the usage of the PIM, they are absolutely. We haven't really fully utilized associations as yet, so that'll probably be part of the next phase. As well as opportunities in the social commerce space. It's something that has been very clearly highlighted as part of the conference. It's not something that we have available in South Africa yet, but it is something that we are actively preparing for, and being able to use PIM and prepare PIM in order to correctly feed those channels is going to be a key part of our success. Working with Akinio has been great. We have an excellent relationship, I believe. We've had great support from the team. It's really been a smooth process. We've Obviously, every project has its challenges, but I think we've managed to overcome those challenges. We've had just a great support from everybody. And it's an easy product to get to know and get to use. Our users have absolutely loved it, and I can only recommend Akeneo to anybody who would like to inquire about the product. It's been a great experience for us, and I believe an extremely successful implementation.